2D RuneScape. What does that mean exactly, 2D RuneScape? What it means is playing RuneScape directly through the map. It means not wasting a dimension for no reason, right? A lot of spoiled youth growing up, wasting a dimension when they don't need to. No longer. You play 2D RuneScape. What this comprises of really is a leaflet map. So leaflet map is open source data. It's open source like framework. So you send a bunch of because this is a full RuneScape map. You send a bunch of like pictures of various like zoom sizes through to the map, and that makes the map. Now the map itself isn't too interesting. What's interesting is that this is sending like there's a bit of custom code, and then like a server where you have clients, RuneScape clients. Every tick, so every 600 milliseconds, they send a payload, which is your game state. And they send that through to the WebSocket, the server, and that goes then to this um, this map, and it's just projected onto this map. What's cool is you can see there's a circle. So this circle is like what you can imagine is like your normal sort of view as a player. And that's why, because we'll see pigs, we'll see any NPCs around here. I'm going to go closer to the bank, and it'll show you what it looks like if we can find a player down here. We should find a player. Is this the one world without any players in the bank? So we should see, okay, there must be someone chopping a tree. Am I seriously the only person in Draenor Village? Okay, there's one person there. Um, you can kind of right click on things and stuff like that and interact with them. What we'll do for a start is we're gonna go kill someone. So we're gonna go kill the just an example of like PVM. I'm gonna go kill the highwayman. I've caught wind of him killing many noobs, so we're gonna give some justice to the noobs. Just a side note before we actually get into that, you can see that the game objects are actually outside of the circle, and that's interesting. And that's just because you're able to, like, the clients have that data, so it's able to send it every tick as well. Okay, I'm just gonna kill that man. Um, what you'll see on your screen here is you're gonna see that happening. You're gonna see person killing the person. Okay. I want to make a note that from my perspective, this is what the map looks like. It just looks like the map. And the reason is because 2D RS is meant to be played just with the map with no view of the actual client. That was just there just to make it really clear for you guys, the viewers, that like something's happening and what is happening. We can look at the health. You can also eat, and that was another design decision. Is like you you could have had the whole entire inventory projected onto the map, but that's just not particularly interesting if you're trying to play a new way. I'm getting pretty low. Eat, eat. Okay, we're good. Okay, the highwayman's actually strong. This guy's level 3. You can see you got name. It shows is animating because then you just know if you're doing a thing and what your free slots are. We're gonna escape. I'm going back on my word here. I did think that I liked noobs, but we're gonna let the highwayman continue to kill noobs indefinitely. Um, what we'll do next is chop some trees. So this shows that you're able to actually interact with game objects too. So we'll chop a tree. You can interact with anything actually. Like, yeah, it does a normal kind of, Michael Jackson walk. Oh, come on, mister. Okay, wait. Chop tree. Are you gonna do the walk again? No, we're good. So we'll see this as animating as true. And we'll see this go down to 25. And that's just because it shows that, the inventory is being filled out. If the tree is exhausted, then the actual game object will just disappear, which is kind of cool. You're still going. Pretty solid tree. Yeah, there we go. So that's pretty nifty. Just a side note as well, this whole thing was made as a fun prototype. So none of this code can be released. I wish it could, but it is just a fun kind of prototype, right? What we'll do also is bank, so I can bank all of this stuff. We'll expect to see the 25 slots disappear. Well, not 20 disappear, go up to 28 slots. And that just shows, you can in fact bank. And it goes back to that, just having kind of cool functions that you can kind of do that sort of stuff on, which is cool. Okay, another cool thing you can see. So for those who are attentive, you may have noticed there's actually more players here as well. So I'm gonna turn those on in OBS so you can see them. But there are more players here, so we can make them walk around and we can control them independently from each other. What's really cool is you'll see with these players that when they intersect, there's no ghosting. So each player is actually sending through like independent packages of or payloads of game data. But when you come in here, you know, it all comes together to only show like one instance of that data on the map. And that's because every time it comes in, every single every tick, it goes into it goes from the server to the front end. The front end makes like a unified model of that data. So there's a single source of truth. There's only one spider rendered and that kind of thing. What's really cool as well is you can have as many players as you wanted. For this example, there's 3 players here, right? 3 players on the map. Um, just a side note, it's quite cool to see all of the data together, but there's only 3 players. You could have 10, you could have 100. It really just comes down to how like how much computation you want to dedicate to it. Right now it's in localhost, but you could have a VM with like 10 and then you could have 100 VMs, whatever. It is distributed, so long as you just host it basically online. Another cool thing as well is like you can do this drag drop Age of Empires selection. So I want to select both of them at once, and then I can actually control both players, at once. And the flags will kind of change. It'll put a flag down for each player. Go over there. So that's just kind of a nice thing, like a look and feel thing, making it actually feel like RuneScape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys to come over this way. They're gonna walk straight through the jail guard. They're level 3s, like this is actually risky. Oh, jeez Louise. You're right, mate. Oh, and then there's dark wizards down there. Okay, just all run up this way. All run up here. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is try and talk about some of the use cases. So one of the use cases is looking at stuff like PVM. So the idea would be that you kind of take an Age of Empires approach. Now I know one of these guys is a ranger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send the 2 melee guys in, and this is a multi-area, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure who this guy is. Okay, we've got one here, one here. Oh, I think I have to select them. Select them separate. Oh, okay, you come here. You come here, just so I know who I'm dealing with. I think that was the OG guy, right? Okay, cool. So this is the ranger. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get both of these guys. I'm gonna send in both of the this guy and this guy. I want to send both of the melee guys in, and then I'm going to follow it up with the ranger. So the ranger's going to come in. Which one are they attacking? They're attacking this one? Okay, go in. Oh Lord. Eat. Oh wait, I don't think it's the ranger, is it? Is this the ranger? You can see how useful this is. Eat. 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 Oh God. Um, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna escape. Yeah, I think I actually sent in the yeah, I would have done that. I think I sent in the I think this is the ranger here. Yeah, it is. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna try that again. I'm gonna send in the ranger. Okay, I'm gonna send in the melee guy here, and I believe the ranger is actually over here. So they're gonna like stand over here and range from a distance. Maybe it was blue the whole time. Man, that would have palaver. Anyway, you get the gist, okay? So what you're able to do is you're able to control multiple accounts at once and do PVM. You're also able to you're able to send both in at the same time. So you can imagine if you're doing PvP, right? And you've got a bunch of dudes who are like just say they're doing something like dragon bowing, dragon dragon bow, bows at the same time, and that would let you like be pretty aggressive in PvP and actually get kills and stuff, which is kind of cool. Did you actually kill the guard? I don't think he did. Oh, I think he. Here's our love friends back here. I give that a fail, boys. Anyway, oh, they're actually in Deathland. Um, so yeah, but you can see how in PvP you would be able to attack and kill multiple people, which is kind of cool. Um, the other like use cases for things like scouting. So let's just say you've got like some player you're trying to find. You might go, hey, like I'm gonna send this guy up here and this guy up here, and just wait until we yeah, send him up here. Wait until we find the given player, which is cool. Something I didn't actually discuss before, you can also have people walk anywhere in the map. So just say I get this guy, Fronty Seek 2, and we want them to walk from the rock all the way up to the Grand Exchange. That's like one click, and it will just walk that whole way. If we have a look. Oh, if we have a look in here, we'll see they'll walk that whole way, which is quite cool as well. Another thing that's cool is that you have the ability to interact with things that are outside of your immediate, you know, player circle or player data. So, for example, we've got one player here, and what we'll do, if we click on this player, so I'm actually going to get this person to walk over here somewhere, just so that they get like a different set of data. Can't believe I just died to the jail guard. Man alive. Okay, so you can see we've selected this player, and then we've got this giant spider. I'm going to attack the giant spider, and what's going to happen is it's coded to say, okay, try like if you are not next to entity, then walk there, run there, and then hey, you can just make a note. See, that's all running all the way. Let's go on there. Walk there, and we should see that dude go in combat now. You should find the spider and attack it. He's attacking that one there. See, he's in combat now. But you see what happens? It goes try and do something that's outside of the data on your screen. If you aren't next to it, run to it, and then do give an action. But that's quite a big deal. It might sound small, but you are now able to have two players which aren't actually that have data that are actually exclusive to both, but now have become unified, and you can interact with that across multiple players. And interestingly, that's the same with things like, you know, just say you've got a tree over here and you want to interact with it, and it's not even on your like screen as a player, you could still interact with it and it will run over and do much the same. In this case, uh, there's no axe because it was stolen by the jail guard and death itself. But you get the picture. Caching, there was a slide note. I thought I had to do caching, but it just sends all the data every tick, and I thought that would be inefficient. Turns out it uses like 0 RAM, so that's not a problem. So PVM, PvP, the last use case for this is really what actually started this. And this was the idea, I'll just turn these off for a moment, or at least these two. The idea behind it initially was like just to have a map you know, where you're able to control multiple accounts at once. But then it was like actually just having the map markers is in itself quite useful. So if you um, were in a clan, say, I think either Jagex should like natively support showing you just the map marker of your clan members, or it should allow something like a Runelight plugin. Because why not? Like, why not be able to see where your clanmates are? And you could say it's an unfair advantage. I mean, but if it's like everyone's got it, that's fine. I just think right now you could make this code easy and even integrate it into Runelight, but I'm not sure they would. I'm not sure they would accept that. Okay, so that's it. This is again just a different way to look at RuneScape. The code won't be released ever. I wish I could, but it won't be happening. But I do think, yeah, it's an interesting look at it, and I think there are some features from this particularly map markers that would be cool if it made it into the game. So yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks Kay the Ib for all your help. Um, yeah, keep on scaping.